What's up, curious youngsters? After years of watching countless documentaries, television shows, and millions of images online, some things still surprise us. With over 7 billion people and instant internet access, we can encounter anything, anytime. And even if you think you've seen it all, there are always new things, and that's what Senor Curiosity is here for. For this and much more, these are 20 things you'll see for the first time in your life on the internet. Without a doubt, there are artists who take their work to another level, resulting in some of the most impressive drawings. However, if you've ever wondered how small can you actually draw, well, this man wanted to create different mini drawings of well-known DC superheroes. As you can see, he does it with such precision that they turn out extremely well, even if at first he had to throw several of them away. The interesting thing is that among the different characters he draws, we find Superman, Batman, and Aquaman, and the result is incredible. Some artists are very talented at making sculptures from wood or clay, and this guy is one of them. With a large block of mahogany wood and the right tools, he carefully chooses and shapes each part to create none other than a sculpture of Venom. And although at first it seems like a pretty complicated task, the truth is that with each step he takes, his sculpture starts to take shape. He spent about 25 days working hard to create this incredible piece, and the result is truly amazing. He deserves applause, Mr. Asiatico. Over the years, we've witnessed the wrecks of different ships, and although some have ended up submerged deeper than others, the truth is that it's interesting to investigate. We can compare some of the most famous ones. In this video, we can see a 3D animation of some of these shipwrecks. And while at first it may not seem very surprising, actually as it goes on, it becomes pretty incredible. From depths of 8 and 12 meters to over 5,500 meters, we can find almost anything. If we talk about strange experiments on the internet, we can find hundreds of them, like some of the ones we show on the channel, which generally end up being interesting. We must realize others can be strange too. Here, for example, we can observe what happens when we heat a ball to 1000 degrees Celsius and place it on gelatin. What's interesting about this experiment is that the gelatin block resists more than expected, even after placing the ball on it multiple times. Brushing your teeth is a task that we all do every day, so it's probably something so natural to you that you've never stopped to think about what a toothbrush is like. A little old, since this one here is a toothbrush that's at least about 7,000 years old. And as you can see, it's made from the root of a tree. But what would happen if we compared it to one from the present? Even though it sounds incredible, both the old toothbrush and any of the new ones in this video clean teeth almost equally well, as shown here. You may have seen a cartoon by James Rallison, who also released a coloring and drawing book like this. However, what happens when an artist, whose drawings are mainly horror-themed, intervenes in these cartoons? Well, the answer is a bit disturbing, since, as you can see, it doesn't seem difficult for him to bring out from his imagination ideas as strange and terrifying as the ones you're seeing now. It's impressive how a handwriting style book can lead to such disturbing scenes. But how scary is that? Today, many rocks are among the hardest known and can withstand almost any weight. However, if you ever wondered how resistant some of them could be, well, in this video you can see them being destroyed or crushed by a hydraulic press. Resistance tests are done on rocks like diamonds and tungsten, which is nearly as hard as diamond. And what's incredible is that many rocks placed here don't even break into thousands of pieces like others. They even damage the base of the press. Maybe you love watching different experiments on YouTube, but chances are you've never seen a gold bar being dissolved by acid. This object is worth just under $6,000, and in this video they're going to try to dissolve it with an acid solution. Although nothing happens at first, adding nitric acid gradually changes the water's color, and the gold block keeps shrinking until it finally dissolves completely in acid. For years, Japan has amazed us with its incredible products. Among them, we can find many that help make eating or preparing food a little easier, and in this video, we can see some of them. We can see several quite interesting ones, like one for eating snacks without getting your hands dirty, one for making boiled eggs, or a small kitchen for preparing meat. In many parts of the world, summer can become quite unbearable, not only for people but also for our pets. That's why this channel, featuring two Pomeranians named Rudy and Ponsky, wanted to make 2 ice creams for their dogs. The main ingredient is mango, their pet's favorite, plus a bit of milk on a cold plate. And even though their owner seems to have some trouble making them, the truth is that in the end, she manages to give Rudy and Ponsky their ice creams. And the most adorable thing of all is their reaction to it. Many chemical elements turn out to be extremely dangerous for human consumption, so it's better not to have direct contact with them. Bromine is used in various fields, including medicine as a sedative, oil production, and photography as an emulsion. And this might sound very strange to you, but what would happen if we tried to turn bromine into a lollipop? Well, you can see it here. The process to create one is surprisingly similar to that of a regular lollipop. You just need to cool the bromine with a bit of liquid nitrogen, and the result is obviously strange but fun to watch. Stay away from the bromine, Timmy. Costume making requires significant strength and dedication, and observing the process is very interesting. Watching this South Korean tailor shows us how he makes a custom suit, and he does it with such professionalism that it becomes addictive to watch. He starts, of course, by taking the man's measurements and then begins to trace those measurements onto the fabric that will be used. After sewing and ironing the parts, just a few adjustments remain before it's ready. Many everyday products are so familiar we rarely think about how they're made. That's true for notebooks, as this video shows the lengthy process of how they're made in a South Korean factory. While it may not sound interesting, actually watching it is a whole different experience. Arranging the sheets, trimming the excess, and binding each one makes the process surprisingly entertaining to watch. As a result, you get notebooks that appear high quality and have the familiar look. Many cosplayers push their work to the next level. If you've seen League of Legends cosplay, you've likely seen recreations from the famous game. That's the case here. You won't believe the talent this girl has, as she looks practically identical to Jinx, one of the characters from the game. You don't have to be a big fan to notice how much she resembles the Arcane series, imitating Jinx as both an adult and a child. Her talent is undeniable. Marvel is now one of the world's top comic publishers, so millions of talented fans want to create works with its characters. This man wanted to create a flick book of the Thor and Thanos fight scene from Infinity War. It took him about 100 days to finish it, drawing for 4 hours a day and creating at least 6 drawings each time to end up with a truly amazing result. Thank you so much, Marvel. The head is a lamp over 50 years old from the 1950s. As you can see, it's quite neglected, so they're working to restore it to look like new. The process is long and complex since each part must be restored individually. However, this man works so professionally that you can't look away. It's also satisfying to see the before and after comparison. It's true that sometimes we find it adorable to see our pets confused by anything. In this video, a girl plays a prank on her pets by putting an optical illusion rug on the floor. And although at first the animals seem pretty confused about it, they're too smart and figure out that it's just a rug in just a few minutes while they try to figure out everything they're seeing. No doubt some people come up with the most interesting experiments, just like this one you're about to see. Have you ever wondered what wood would look like if it were transparent? Yes, transparent. Well, if you have, this man has the answer for you. From a solution of water, sodium acetate trihydrate, acetic acid, and sodium chlorite, to immersing the wood in another solution. You can see in the process how it gradually becomes more and more transparent. They eventually succeed, and the result is likely unlike anything you've seen before. Impressive, Mother Nature. We know that some series from our childhood are still popular today. Such is the case with Shin-Chi, which was about the life of a 5-year-old boy living in Japan with his parents. Well, in this video, this artist decided to create a sculpture of one of her characters using cold porcelain and epoxy resin. And it ends up being very relaxing to watch since she narrates her work piece by piece. And even though the video is a bit long, the result is definitely worth it. You've probably seen the restoration of an animal's hoof before, but maybe never one as satisfying as the one you're about to see. In this case, this man is dedicated to making horses' hooves look like new. And even though it might not sound very interesting, the truth is that watching it is completely different. It's also relaxing because of its sounds. Comparing the hoof before and after, the difference is clearly obvious. Thank you